Good morning, GHS. I'm Erin Kavanaugh, and welcome to Tomahawk Sports, a new segment in this year's morning show. On Tomahawk Sports, I will be interviewing coaches and players, showing highlights and clips of games, as well as giving score recaps. Welcome, GHS, to Mascotless Sports. Just kidding. As you could probably tell by the intro, you're watching G Sports, a new rebranded sports show in the face of COVID-19. Now you're probably wondering how I came up with such an amazing original name. Well, funny story. So it was about 10 minutes before I was about to go do an interview when I pulled out this bad boy after it being in hibernation for about 5 months. A lot can happen in 5 months, let me tell you that. So I go to my computer to print out a new label. I was planning on it being Glastonbury Sports, but my printer ran out of ink. So I found a Sharpie, one quick swipe, G Sports was born. Let's get into it. So all fall sports are playing this season, however with some modifications of course. Social distancing, mask wearing, and limited fans, which is definitely my least favorite. So it's definitely not like anything we've seen in years past, but hey, something's better than nothing. Something, however, that hasn't changed is the success of the GHS sports teams, specifically the girls and boys soccer teams. You would think that graduating 11 seniors, it would be a little of a rebuilding year this season. However, that's not the case, as with just 3 games left, both teams remain undefeated. Now, what's even crazier than that, and I mean insane, unreal crazy, not loco cuckoo crazy, is senior captain of the girls varsity soccer team, Sam Forrest. Last Saturday in the game against Manchester, she netted her 46th goal of the season, breaking the prior record of 45. Now, I'm hoping to interview with her later in the season. Let's head on over to hear from some of the boys senior captains, Zach Gardner and Matt Gusta. So welcome back, nice to see you again.
You too.
So far this season I've only been to 2 games, but in those games you scored a total of 6. This team has scored a total of 6 goals, 2 of those coming from you, and 2 of them coming from assists. And from what I've heard, these games aren't just coincidences that I've been to. You've racked up a total of 9 goals and 5 assists so far this season. How are you able to maximize the opportunities you're presented with, or even create in some cases with your assists?
Playing as a team is best, working together, playing the full 80 minutes, we're trying to, yeah.
So you're off to an undefeated start. I'm sure you're more than happy about that. But there's always room for improvement.
Yeah.
How do you feel that the team can better as you go more into the season?
I think we can start every game with more energy and score as many goals as we can in the first half to get our subs in, full team playing, to be hungry.
Okay, sounds good.
Yeah.
Helmut, thanks for joining me.
Hi, Aaron.
Congratulations on a great come from behind win over Tallinn. So you guys were down 1-0 in the first half, early in the first half, and you come back and win 3-1. What changed during halftime? Was something Lander said, something you captain said?
Yeah, coach just told us we had to come out with a bit more intensity in the second half. We had to play as a team, play defeat, and we knew that if we kept playing defeat, we would outrun them and they would be tired. And so that's what we did in the second half, and it worked.
So, as I said, you guys are off to an undefeated start. Tell me a little bit how the season has been like for you, some of the mental challenges or strategies to make the most of what the season has given you.
Well, it's been a very different season because we haven't been able to have as long of practices as usual, and we got a bit of a late start. But we've just been doing as best as we can and putting as much effort into the practices and games as we can.
And you're a defender, correct?
Yeah.
Have you ever heard the saying, defense wins games?
Yeah.
So how do you feel that the defensive line, led by yourself, contributes to the overall success of the team?
We just got to stay connected. We got to communicate to each other. And if we can keep the ball in front of us and communicate to people in front of us, then that's good.
Thank you, and great win tonight.
Thank you, Aaron.
Very well said by the two of them. Now, I would say that both the girls and boys soccer teams, as well as a lot of the other GHS sports teams like volleyball, cross country, field hockey, I would say they all definitely will be in the running for a state championship. However, I'm not even really sure what a state championship or even a state tournament will look like, so we'll get to that when we get to that. Now, moving over to a sport that is probably the most impacted by this whole COVID-19 is by far football. 7v7, let me tell you, is no 11v11. I went on over to the game last Friday. It was senior night for the football team. And to be honest, I definitely could have given QB1 Greg Perry a run for his money. My flag football days, whew, I was throwing touchdowns like there's no tomorrow. But anyway, yeah, it was a fun game to watch, definitely, but no 11v11, no Friday Night Lights we've seen in years past. But of course, like I said, something is always better than nothing. So let's head on over and check out some highlights from their match against Manchester.
Hey, child. Hey, child. We were born wild. Let your neon lights keep shining bright. Oh, hey, child. Hey, child. We were born wild. Let your neon lights keep shining bright. Oh,
Now in 7v7, there was a lot more scoring, which definitely made it a lot of fun to watch. So that was definitely a plus side. Anyway, moving on, like I said earlier, the lack of fans definitely has taken a toll on a lot of the teams. Many teams, boys soccer, girls soccer, field hockey, a lot of their morale comes from the student section showing their pride and supporting their teams. There's one coach in particular who misses the 12th man more than anything. Let's hear from him.
What's up, 12th man? We feel you every day. We miss you so much. So much. Here's to the G train. Hopefully you'll be back with us soon.
Very powerful words by the one and only Coach Landers. Well, that concludes the first episode of G Sports. Now, I didn't mention this earlier, but unfortunately, G Sports will only be a once a month thing due to everything going on, all the guidelines. It's just very complicated this year. I'm just thankful I was able to go to the games and be able to at least record something for you guys. So, with that being said, I'm Erin Cabna, and thanks for watching G Sports. See you next time.